Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Imani and I love all things planner and self-care related. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss new content. Clearly today's video is a little different. We're going to do a couple things, but first I want to start with a desk update because I did share my fall desk decoration update last fall, so fall 2023, and I made some updates for spring, so I'm really excited to show that off. Then we are going to talk about some of my favorite things from the March 2024 cloth and paper subscription boxes. We are not going to unbox the entire thing. I just want to show off what I did like. And then of course, we're going to end with a plan with me. So grab your favorite beverage, grab your planner, and let's get started. So I want to start with this area over here. I feel like this is definitely a realistic view of what you see when you are in the kitchen or the living room and dining room and you're looking towards my desk area. I still have this, it's still broken. I put it together myself trying to be like Roberta the Builder, and it did not work out. So the second drawer is a little messed up, but it is what it is. It's housing most of my books. Of course, I have a basket there where I just keep wires and all of these random things. I keep important papers right there. And if you look closely, you can see some notebooks, some planners, a pen holder. Obviously, it holds things that are not desk related as well. You can see my collection of glasses over there to the left, but this is really like my catch-all area. I am looking for something to replace this plant right here because to me, it gives more fall vibes, but for now it's cute. I'll probably go to Target and grab something else. Okay, so the next thing, I want to talk about the chair because the last time we did this fall desk tour, I had a much larger chair. That chair gave me such back aches. It was just not comfortable for me, so I had to get something different. This is a lot better of a chair because it has like an armrest on both sides, and it helps my posture better. I really do need an ergonomic chair, I think they're called, but I want one in white. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I would be happy to check out everything that you all suggest, because when I tell y'all, with the previous chair, my back was hurting so bad. This is a lot better though. It's still not the best. Like I said, I do think I need like an ergonomic chair. So I actually have my desk up because the last time, I don't think I showed my desk up, and I use it standing up a lot more than I did when we first moved in. And I think it's just, again, trying to not sit at a desk for hours. Like I already do that at work. So when I'm home, I do want to stand up more often, but here is my spring setup. I absolutely love my desk area. And of course, there are a few things that are different here, so let's walk through them pretty quickly. So the first up, we have these beautiful like foam, they're not foam, it's like yarn spring bouquet. I absolutely loved that color scheme. Obviously, I love neutrals and pink to no one's surprise. So I will be sure to link that in the comment or the description box below, but I got it from Amazon. And this cup, I had to just get that from Target. So it's funny, right? I bought these off Amazon and they were in this beautiful vase, and I thought it came with it. I did not read. I just clicked it and was like, okay, great. And then just the flowers showed up. So I just ran to Target and got a cup. So that's literally a drinking cup. It's not even like a vase, but it works for me. So here's kind of what I start to see when I am sitting or standing at my desk. Let's make sure that focus is here. Of course, I always have water, coffee with me. I think this desk mat might be new too. I know I've talked about it on my channel before. I'll be sure to link it as well. It is a little on the dirty side, so I need to clean it, but I just needed something to hold like the keyboard and this keyboard mat here, because I did invest in a desktop. So this is an iMac in pink, of course. Clearly you're seeing a pattern here, but I really like the desk mat. I really like the Mac. It's nice to see this huge screen when editing. That's really why I needed it, because I was editing on a laptop and it was not working well for me. So after this, everything to me screams spring. So of course I have my stack of sticky notes back here. Let's move a little closer so we can see it. Here, okay, let's stop for a second with the tour and let me talk about these. I found these Post-it black sticky notes on Amazon. I will link them below. Y'all, these are so thick. Like, this is one sheet right here. Do you see how thick that is? It's super, super thick. And they almost are shiny. I don't know if I'm able to catch it on camera, but they almost have like a shine to them on the bottom. I thought that was really cool. So I just keep this stack right on my desk here with the other sticky notes back there. I don't know why it won't focus. But everything is sort of very soft, cream or white color acrylic. I wanted to keep things very light and airy over here, especially because it's just my creativity space. So everything, if it's not like pink or some spring color, it's probably white or acrylic, just to keep things light. So here I have a MagSafe charger. When I'm sitting at my desk, I'll put my phone right here and have it in the landscape mode so I can see a clock running. I have my to-do list right here in my planner along with my iPad. Again, we're into spring right now, so I had to get a spring color for the case, but that is pretty much it. Like I said, it's definitely different than the fall setup because we have quite a few new products here, but this is my space. This is where I can sit and be creative, have some space to myself, put on my headphones and really just think. And I really love this space. Let me know in the comments below, do you also like to change your spaces for the holidays and for the seasons? I know I definitely like to, and this is definitely giving me all the spring vibes. I want to move on to just show some of my favorite items from the Cloth and Paper March 2024 subscription boxes. So between you and I low-key actually planned to skip this month's box, but something got mixed up when I transferred from the Cratejoy subscription to the subscription that's now through the Cloth and Paper website. Long story. Essentially, like back in the day, the subscription box used to be offered through Cratejoy, and I actually still had a subscription through Cratejoy up until February. And then when I switched over, something happened when I tried to skip and it just did not work. So there are a few things that I did end up liking from the box. Obviously, this half sugar highlighter is in pink, and it's actually pink because you know that the other half sugar highlighter that I use often is more of a rose colored, and this is like the very true pink color. So we're definitely gonna play with that one today. I really did enjoy that. We got a pencil, which I was kind of upset with because this is such a beautiful barrel. I loved how neutral and minimal this was. So I was definitely disappointed when I saw it was a pencil, but it is what it is. Listen, if you like pencils, you have been winning in these past couple of boxes because the pencils are definitely showing up in the past couple boxes. So if you like pencils, good for you. Let me know if you want the one that came in the March 2024 box for sure. I was really intrigued by this pen because it's a silent, it's called Quiet and Comfortable. And when you click it, like you hear something, but it's so quiet. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to hear it. I tried to be quiet to see if it would come up on camera or through the audio, but I really did like the barrel of this pen. I love the grip because not only is it sort of the rubber type grip, there's also indentations, so you can really grasp the pen in a comfortable way. Let me grab a sticky note quickly so you can see how this writes. Okay, it's definitely skipping, but you know what? Let me know if you're having this problem too. On this sticky note that we got, I think this was in the February box, the paper is a little on the smoother side, so I find that it's actually more difficult to write with certain pens on this type of paper. And maybe they mentioned that and I just missed it, but I was a little disappointed, which is why I don't use this as often. But moving on to this one, this was by far my favorite pen in the box. I absolutely loved this. The barrel is clear, it's acrylic, it reminds me of spring, and look at the grip. It's rubber all the way through with a slight curve in the middle of it, so it's really comfortable to hold. By far my favorite. And this one reminds me a little bit of like a marker because it's a little bolder than that. And I like this one too. I just usually don't like things with caps because I tend to lose them. But I'm definitely excited about these two. This one is great as well, just not as bold of a writing experience like these two are. So I was really, really happy with the pen subscription box. Moving on to the paper and stationery boxes. I think they actually changed the names, so I don't quite remember what they are, but this I really liked. I think this is minimal. I think it's chic. I think it's gonna work really well in my planner. So I did like the dashboard. And I haven't even opened these yet, so give me 1 second. So this is their new Oblong sticky note in the color Tuscany. There's a transparent one, and then there's the matte one. I don't actually think I used the ones that came in the February box. I don't know, I'm not like an oblong person, I don't think. I will keep them around because they are minimal, and I think maybe I'll give them a try in the future though. This, I wasn't really excited about. And these, I think I would be more excited if this were lines, but I think this is great if you use your planner for work or for a business where you have like multiple employees. Personally, I don't have either of those things. I do have a work planner, obviously, but it's the spiral bound planner, so it's not really, like, I just don't know how I'm gonna use this. Now, I wanna love this so bad, and I'm hoping this is just a sneak peek of what is to come. This is their intention journal, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a 6-month journal for mindfully crafting and tracking your goals. I absolutely love the idea. Could not stand the fact that there were no lines. I just flipped through and I was so sad. I think at the end of the week or the month, there is like a space for journaling that might have some lines. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, maybe it's like at the end of the month. Yeah, this might be at the end of the month. So there's space to write your goal reflections, what you've learned, your feelings and reactions, and what you can do differently. And then there's a grid space, which could have worked. And then, oh, when you start a new month, there's a monthly affirmation, your goals, how you can achieve the month, and potential challenges. And it starts over with a daily log. I want to love this so bad, but the fact that there are no lines, it just doesn't work for me. So I will be giving this away completely free, as long as you just pay for shipping. Please let me know if you want it. I would be happy to ship it to you. Just send me an email and we'll work it out. So I want to make sure I get this in my planner, so I do have it out. I want to try, see, this reminds me of spring here, even though this is like filthy and atrocious. Let's take this out. Okay, I really do like seeing this, and I don't think it's gonna get damaged. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get damaged, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know where I wanna put the new dashboard. Okay, let's put it in the beginning of the schedule section. So what I'm gonna do is take these out as well. Perfect, because I know, yep, I really do like this. So that works really well for me. I actually did not even unbox the planner cards that we got. Let me see if we got anything that I want to add to my planner as well. Okay, so this month's monthly reflection card is about connect and cultivate. Well, who do you love and what are you doing about it? Okay, so I don't really see anything that I feel strongly about adding to the planner except for this one. I think it's kind of long though. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe there's some other way I can incorporate it into my planner. let's set this aside for now. I feel like there's some other way I can incorporate that. Okay, I do want to use this monthly calendar card. I absolutely love these, you all know. I use it pretty frequently. Honestly, I use it every month and it stays in my planner. I saw in a comment in response to, I think, a video 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, that someone uses this as a tracker to track habits. So I thought that was a really good idea. I don't know how I'm gonna use it quite yet, but I do know that I like to use it as a monthly calendar. And I think I will track a habit, but I'm not sure which habit I will want to track yet. So what we're gonna do is just fill it out for April, and then when April comes around, when April comes around, we'll revisit and see if there is another way we can put this to good use. Okay, yeah, let's plan out April. April 2024. Okay, so March ends on a Sunday, which means April will be Monday. Okay, I do want to switch off and try writing with this one. At least the cap stays on pretty tight. So as long as I remember to actually use the cap, I think I would be okay. So important dates in April. Oh boy, okay. So I am going out of town in April. So I'll just keep it to the vacation, because if we do decide to track a habit, I want to make sure I have space to write the habit. So we'll just write 11 to 14. So we're gonna leave it like that. That way, at least I know that there's that PTO trip in the middle of April. And then if I decide to track a habit, I have space to write the habit down here. If not, we can just write out the rest of any meetings that will come up during that time. So I do want to use purple here, because for me, purple, like the lavender, the light purples, have always been associated with April. When I think of April, I think of like the light purples and lavender. I don't know why. It's kind of like the same thing with subjects in school, right? Like math is always red, the red folder. For us, foreign language was always yellow, social studies blue, science green. So for me, it's purple in April. Okay, so we're gonna highlight that, and then we'll highlight it as well down here. And then we'll leave a space for the habit that I may want to track. And then right here, we'll write May. And then just a few things coming up in May. So my sister's birthday. And then I may be going dress shopping. We will see. We'll just write wedding shopping. Okay, let me know in the comments below what color you associate with May. Obviously, like, January is blue because of the ice, February is pink, March is like green to me, April's purple. I cannot tell you what May, June, and July are. August to me is like burnt orange. September is definitely like orange, maybe hunter green, because September is that Halloween orange, or October is that Halloween orange for sure. I don't know what May is, but at least for purposes of this, let's just try out the half sugar highlighter and make it pink. I absolutely love pink, this shade of pink right here. The rose is so cute, but it's something about this shade of pink that really does it for me. So this is good. I do like this. I am going to incorporate a weekly admin back into my planning session. Someone asked before, what is the difference between the weekly admin and then the weekly inserts I use? This week is honestly, this time period right now, it's just kind of busy. There's a lot of things going on with the board that I sit on, and there's a lot of business stuff going on. There's always a lot of personal and professional stuff going on. So it would be really helpful for me to identify one major priority each day, one thing that I must sit down and do no matter what. If I'm at the end of the day and I have not completed this one thing, I cannot go to bed, period. So I think that will help me kind of just focus and really get things done here. So this will be the 18th, which I can't believe we're in the middle of March. So in order for this to be most useful for me, I actually kind of have to leave this blank. But what I am going to do is write March 18th through March 24, just in case I was a little confused. Kidding. But I think that would be, I always just like to write the date. I'm never not confused. I never not know what month it is, but to me, it's not complete unless the month and the date are at the top. There are a few events going on in the middle of the week, so what I want to do is make sure I at least highlight those days. So I'm going to a play on the 20th, and then there is a meeting on the 21st. So that way I know that any priorities that I do identify for those days kind of have to be a little less, not important, just they can't take a lot of time because I do have events those days. So I'm gonna leave the rest of this blank, so then that way I can wake up, identify one important priority task each day, and know that I have to complete that. The following week, I don't think there's a lot going on that I want to highlight here, except for I have a board meeting. Board, oh no. Wrote way too big there. And then a hair appointment as well. Hair appointment. Great. Do I want to write? Nope, we're not gonna write anything else. We're gonna leave it at that. This is where I get to write all of the fun things that'll be happening. I have that meeting at 6. Ooh, that's kind of early. YP meeting at 6 p. And Thursdays are always my financial check-in days, so I'm just gonna write money check-in. Okay, I'm gonna write to do there as well, and everywhere else. That's definitely my usual way of planning. I haven't found anything else that works as well for me personally. This play on Wednesday is at, I think, 7 p.m. Yes, or 7:30. Play at 7:30 p. That should give me enough time to drop timber off at my parents' house, so that works. Then we have to do and to do. Up at the top, I want my motivational quotes to be intentional and Remember to breathe. Let me know, what are some of your mantras for this coming week? Remember to breathe. I'm really working on ways to manage my stress a little bit better. So I think these quotes are not only so versatile that they relate to managing stress, they also just relate to everyday life. So they will be helpful for me for sure. So I want to highlight the week, of course. And then what's really nice about this is that there's not a lot of bleeding or smearing either. I almost expected it because it was the bolder pens, but I'm not experiencing like noticeable smearing. There's slight smearing on some of the letters, but not anything that is bothersome to the eye, so I really like that. And then for this week's to-do list, I'm gonna pull out last week and, as always, give it some thought. So I'm continuing on the things that are important. I'm just not like forgetting about it. Because that's what I used to do. Okay. Okay, so I just took some time to write out a few of the things that I want to accomplish. I really want to get that car class done this week, y'all. I really want to. And of course, trying to work out, just be healthier and more mindful and intentional about physical self-care and just some other fun self-care and both task-related items. This is it for the week. I love pink, so this is bright, just in time for spring, which is on Wednesday. Hopefully the weather here in Buffalo cooperates. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you have any questions about today's video, let me know in the comment box below. I will be happy to chat. Also, if you see anything that was in the March 2024 boxes that you want, send me an email, please. Like I said, I'm giving it away. I'm not even trying to sell it. I would just want you to pay for shipping, but please let me know. I don't want these things to go to waste. Again, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.